So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Could be danger here. Well, versatility and work rate have always been the strengths of Darren Fletcher. Oh no, what has happened here? Mateus. Nesta. Vardiol. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Some really good ball movement. Maradona. Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Darren Fletcher. Now it's Osimhen. And he's cut it out. That is ended up in no man's land. Osimhen. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Hullet. Shin to shin.
Yok lan koller ne iş var? Top çekmem ben kolay kolay.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Hullet. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, and he's through the middle. Chance to shoot now. Can he finish?
Hadi be.
Oh, split second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Koller bana.
Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. Barcelona.
Hadi be aradan geçiver abi be birine be.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Maradona. Oh, good take and a good... And Messi! Goal!
Hani balanı sikeyim senin ya.
Barcelona are in front.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that
until
too late.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Interesting ball. Nedved.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, what a pass!
Besiktas are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Osimhen. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. And that has put paid to that. Belletti. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Good spot. Now the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van Nistelrooy is offering a wry smile there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Half an hour played now. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. That's a sharp pass. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Now it's Osimhen. Now then, the ball's come loose. Belletti. Can he put it away? It's in! And with that goal comes comfort.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Chance! They've done it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 6.
Besiktas can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Besiktas get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Besiktas are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's picked out the run. There's no flag. Nicely aimed pass. Gullit had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Short changes him with that pass. Gullit. Owen. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well seen. Saw that coming. Great ball if he can get there. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Has a look and has a go. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Costa Curta is there and he can pick it up. Besiktas do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good for him.
Owen is on his own. He's had a shot! Yamal. Sané. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's Messi. That's a nicely measured pass. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he cuts out the supply.
Besiktas may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Neymar. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Hangs one in. And through to the goalkeeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Sané. Sané going face to face with his great rival. And the pass is intercepted. Owen. Hullet. Oh, what a ball. Great hit! Oh, taken with style. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Neymar! And it's Scholes. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Neymar threads one in. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
Darren Fletcher. Scholes.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Besiktas are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least...
And Messi! And that would have won it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Now that's well seen too. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He can run onto that.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Mateus. Owen. And he's lost his decent hit! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 19, Sane. Mateus. Number 2, Guardian. Number 7, Lilian Thuram. Coming on
Up he goes! No mistake! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, played right into his path. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Nedved.
That's good play from him.
Bale. That's a lovely, neat pass. Face to face with the... Can he finish?
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Pirlo. Vieira. Hullet. Chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, a breakthrough already. And he welcomes it in. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Van Basten. And that could set him on his way. Now the finish! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Van Basten, and here's Shevchenko, and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a sharp pass. Some good work on the right flank here. Threads one in.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. Hits one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nedved finds himself offside. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bale. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shevchenko. A decent hit! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Pirlo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Hullet. Pirlo. Nedved. Thuram cuts it out. Cafu. Pass. And the finish! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance! Goal! Besiktas! And again they hit the front.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Hullet. And it's Pirlo. Looking for the run. Oh, this looks sharp. Hullet. Mateus. Driving forward. Nedved. Great ball if he can get there. Rummenigge. Big chance! They've done it! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Besiktas head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Cafu. Number 21, Shevchenko. Coming on the field.
Romario.
Number 7,
Xabi Alonso. Bale.
15, Romario.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's Vieira. Oh, that was vital. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Romario. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really...
There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pirlo. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that has left him in a heap. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, that was close.
Substitutions taking place.
Besiktas choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Nedved. And it's Pirlo. And he's cut it out. Gullit has created one goal already. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He has found the way through. Big chance! One-on-one! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Besiktas still have the cards to affect this game. He is, and the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the
Shapes to shoot! Davids. Besiktas are looking to break at pace. Pull it. That's a little off target. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Van Basten. And the cutback. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Hullet. A lot of space ahead of... Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Bale stood up well to him there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bale has a go! It's in!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Aimed beyond the defence. They're back in possession and ready to go. Can he put it away? And that would have won it.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been knocked clear.
Besiktas surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Romario. Well timed, excellent interception. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Hullet.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measure.
Real chance! No mistake! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Besiktas could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Xabi Alonso. Time added on 4 minutes. And he's intervened well there. Thuram. And we're done. Besiktas can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Short changes in with that pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Hullet. Ah, that's a fine interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That is ended up in no man's land. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time. He's not got that quite right. Owen! And Owen! Gets a good foot in there. Owen! Hullet! That is a brilliant interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe fiddles it through. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has been cut short. Mateus. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is flagged offside. Rodri. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Pull it. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And that's put paid to a promising move. No, that's been intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's a little off target. What a throw in. Hullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rodri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's delivered all right! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more...
Oh, here's a chance! Some resolute defending there. And here's Seedorf.
Seedorf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, great run, magical! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's been shifted off it.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's Hullet. The most accurate pass. Thuram, Matthäus, and here's Messi. Owen, and he's had it nicked away. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving your...
Owen is on his own. And he was alert to it. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nedved. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's intervened well there. Ball's gone out of play. Matthäus. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Owen. Thuram pinches it off him. Well read, and the danger is averted.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano. He's had it! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Substitution for Besiktas. Owen.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Number 20, Messi.
Neymar.
Number 19, Sane.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Besiktas are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rodri. And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. That's a pretty loose pass. And that's another good win of the ball. Thuram wins the duel this time. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Sané. Always onto this. That is good alertness. Sané is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Sané. He could be in here. Oh, that's well spotted. He's had it taken off him. Davids.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
Besiktas really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Seedorf. Played into space out wide. And that's an errant pass. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, Mateus! Oh, that wasn't far away. And we have our very first corner.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. Cannavaro gets across to intercept. Belts one. And no one is overly concerned about that. And that will be the final act. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Owen. Moved on forwards. Bebeto. No, he is not giving anything away. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've chosen Wesley Sneijder because of his weight of pass. Picking out teammates is one thing, but delivering with just the right pace on the ball buys that precious half a yard or extra second, which can...
It's Sneijder! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. He's in space and looking for options. And here's Romario. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Looking for options for movement. Mateus. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Tries a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Sneijder unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Porto finding their passes. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Bebeto. Sneijder. Decent hit! Oh, taken with style. Two to the good. They have breathing space. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Beckham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Interesting ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's played him through. A lot of space ahead of him. No, again, there's no way through. Mateus! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Porto have their second corner now. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Now it's Owen. And he's picked out the run. Now that's well seen too. Mateus. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Nedved looking to run onto it. Vardiol is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Nedved. Look at the shooting chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mateus. And the whistle goes for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Well, they've got it again. Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Schneider. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Schneider. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. There's the shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Porto appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Maldini. Out towards the flank. Oh, he's played it in low. Not the most accurate pass. Can he finish? Good try, very good try in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Short changes him with that pass. Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence. And that could set him on his way. Bebeto is sharing after that one. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Buffon deals with it effortlessly. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mateus. Now it's Schneider. Some resolute defending there. Bebeto. Porto claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 4 coming up here. And Beckham! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count. Porto have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
That's a little off target. Just about up to 75 minutes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Porto needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Schneider. Mateus. And it's Schneider. And it's Beckham. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And no, that was never going to make it. Maldini. Schneider puts his foot on the gas. Quality ball.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Caught offside that time. Mateus. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Romario. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's being shifted off it. Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Beckham. Bebeto. Great defending, strong and determined. And the referee brings it to a close. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. Bastoni does well to get it back. Besiktas do have a chance to counter here. And here's Sané. Oh, they could be caught out here. Sané stood his ground strongly.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that could set him on his way. That pass has been well intercepted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi, and the finish! They've scored! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And they're quick to get it back. Romario is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That is good alertness. Conte. Messi. And here's Romario. Sané. Oh, and he's through the middle. The message is clear. None shall pass. Sané is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neymar. Barella conjures time and space where few can. He's played him through. Oh, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Not the most accurate pass.
This is the time you need that pace. Neymar really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Barella
have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Bellingham. Back into the middle. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run. Great hit! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves.
And Romario! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Messi. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration.
Messi! Oh, crossbar! Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Sane battling down that right flank. And it's Neymar. That's been cut out, well played. Sané. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Romario. That's a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Sané. Can he get onto this? Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. And he was alert to it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
That gets things going for the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Romario. Scores! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That's a sharp pass. Can he get it through? It's Neymar!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that...
There's the hit! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's been given away. Almost an hour gone. And now the breakaway. Oh, and he's through the middle. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
Owen! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Besiktas certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
And now they can spring out of... He's got the shot away! Brought out the best in the keeper. Corner number 2 then. Chance! Oh, impressive strike. Couldn't squeeze it through. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Owen, well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Scholes. Messi. Besiktas can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh no, this does not look good. Sané, and Sané! And he's missed it.
Quick thinking and quick control, Peter. That creates a little more working space.